It's time for Maxwell-St. Pat's Baseball on Husker Radio. Today's game can be heard on KODY 1240 AM and 1061 FM, HuskerRadio.com, or the KODY mobile app. Now let's send it to the diamond for all the action. Here's Tanner Struckman.
Good afternoon, Maxwell-St. Pat's baseball fans, to Billwood Field for the home opener for the MSP baseball team on a Tuesday afternoon as they get set to take on Sedgwick County, Colorado. Welcome into our Quick Stop pregame show here on HuskerRadio.com. Thrilled to be with you to kick off our baseball coverage of MSP as They've opened up their season already with a couple ball games. MSP played out in Lincoln about 9 days ago, lost those two. They come in with an 0-2 record. Did play a kind of a scrimmage game against the North Platte JV last Thursday, actually on the day that this game was originally scheduled. And so now they get this postponed to today, and they're going to get it in under cloudy skies here from Billwood Field. Tanner Struckman, glad to be with you. Joined with Corey Anderson on our broadcast today. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, great to be here. You know, it's only about 40 degrees less than it was last Thursday. We're here, and I'm sure the players are probably going to be warmer than us once it gets going.
Yeah, honestly, you're right, exactly right. That was not a weather reschedule from last Thursday, that's for sure. It must have been some sort of scheduling conflict with Sedgwick County because they actually had to cancel that one. But hey, we're glad to get it in here today. MSP certainly wants to play games. That is, it's just not a very big schedule for them this year. And so the fact that they can get this one in, I think they're pretty appreciative of Sedgwick County making the trip, and also appreciative that we're going to get this one in here today. Even under albeit cloudy skies, there was a little in danger that we might not get this one in with the weather forecast for this afternoon, but the rain is held off at least for now. It's overcast certainly, but it appears that we're going to get this one in. Just one single game here today for MSP, who comes in again 0-2. Sedgwick County, Colorado coming in with a 4-2 record. They've already played 6 games. In fact, had other games postponed already. They were set to play last Saturday. Those had to be postponed. They kicked off their season against Weldon Valley out of Eldona, Colorado, winning those two pretty handily. Then had 2 more competitive games against Prairie, beat them at a New Raymer, Colorado, 9-5 and 15-7. Their most recent games they played at home against Akron, Colorado, and they lost both of those pretty handily, 23-0 and 17-0. So it has been an up-and-down season so far for the Sedgwick County Cougars. If you look at their scores, 16-1, 15-0, 9-5, and 15-7 wins, and losses his last 2, 23-0 and 17-0. So we'll see which Cougar team shows up here today for MSP. Of course, MSP won this game a year ago in thrilling fashion. Coach Cole Herrick will detail that coming up on our pregame chat just on the way. We're about 10 minutes away from first pitch. MSP in Sedgwick County, Colorado from Billwood Field on a Tuesday afternoon. We'll take a timeout and come back and hear from the head coach, Cole Herrick, when we return. You're listening to MSP Baseball on Husker Radio.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm, so tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. And you can choose between 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition, equipped for ultimate backwood adventures. Get greater capability. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at Budke Power Sports off I-80 under the Big Red Roof, North Platte. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides for riders 16 and older.
Putting your family first.
Are you looking for the right dentist for you and your family? Phelps Family Dentistry has you covered. Dr. Lene Phelps and Dr. Kelly Hansen will make sure your family has the healthiest smile. Whether it's dental cleanings, fillings, same-day crowns, or total smile makeovers. Call our office at 534-4040 or visit us at phelpsdds.com to schedule your family's next dental appointment. And go Irish!
Putting your family first.
Ollie, you need to clean up your fishing and hunting gear. It's everywhere.
I'm out of room. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Get some storage at Another Storage. They have sizes for everything.
I already have some there.
Well, get another. Another Storage, 532-1332.
Welcome back on our Quick Start pregame show from Bill Wood Field for the home opener for the for Maxwell MSP baseball. Maxwell-St. Pat's baseball here. Home opener in a scheduled game. They did have a scrimmage last week, and not season over. They already played 2 games. Coach Cole Herrick with us here. Coach, good to talk to you.
Yeah, always good to talk to you. Good day for baseball.
Back to MSP. You know what? If it's not raining, it's a good and 40-mile-an-hour winds in April in Nebraska. It's a good day for baseball. You know, you're a couple games in though. Before we get to today's game, you went to Lincoln. I don't know. Was that 2 Saturdays ago already now?
Yeah, on the 22nd, we went to Lincoln and had a triangular with Lincoln Christian and then St. Paul Palmer.
That's a quick turnaround from, the start of practice with your full team was like that week of?
Yeah, very interesting start to the year for us. We started a couple weeks before that first game, but then with St. Pat's basketball making the state tournament, we had about 3 full practices, I think, with our whole roster before we got our first games in.
But you got them in, and, 2-10-0 losses, but, honestly, that's, I don't know what you expected going into that, but you can't be too disappointed with, and, got hits in both games. I think Coach Bradley was telling me he had bases loaded in both games, so there were some certain positives to take from game 1.
Yeah, honestly, we were overall pretty happy with the way we played. Our hitting was there. We just couldn't quite find those timely hits to get some runs scratched across. But yeah, we hit decent in both games, and then, first game, our defense kind of let us down a little bit, but our pitching was really good. And game 2, our pitching was a little bit tough at the beginning, but our defense was much better. So kind of just looking to put all 3 phases of the game together now.
MSP coming in with an 0-2 record here in Sedgwick County, Colorado. Your first game here at Bill Wood that counts toward your season, and it's not a real long season. Unfortunately, that schedule just doesn't. It seems like it's been tough to build a complete schedule. So you're going to take advantage, but you do have more home games than maybe you've ever had.
Yeah, it's tough to find teams that want to make the trip out. We're super appreciative of Sedgwick County because they're willing to come all the way here from Colorado, and it's going to be nice this year to just be in front of our home crowd a few more times and let the kids experience that a little bit more.
Sedgwick County, they know they're 4-2, but you saw them. I think they've been on your schedule several times in that last couple years now, and so I know you got to win against them last year, and I think they return a lot from last year, but still. This is this is obviously a great opportunity for hopefully get that first win.
Yeah, our game with them last year was pretty darn competitive and pretty exciting. It was the game we ended up winning on a triple play at the end, and so that was good to get that. And yeah, they're usually a pretty decently competitive team, and so yeah, it'll be a good opportunity for us to see someone about at the same level as we're at and where we're hoping to compete and hopefully get that win. 2 games in plus a scrimmage, so you've probably had now time to set a lineup, tinker with it a little bit, and obviously only 2 games in, 2.5 games in, if you will, but you feel like you've got a lineup that you're going to stick with. Yeah, for the most part, our spots in the field, we're feeling pretty good about. We're doing some adjusting with our batting order just to help kids be at spots where they're a little more comfortable and competitive. But yeah, we're starting to get that stuff ironed out.
Who do you have starting on the mound today?
Brecken Collins will be on the mound for us to start. He's kind of turned into our dog for us on the mound, so we're happy with him.
I was going to say, go back to last year. He really closed the season, and obviously one of his best games, one of the best games of probably MSP history was when he had 4 hits against Takema Herman, and I knew he had some really good pitching outings at the end of the year, so he's turned into probably your ace.
Yeah, he kind of crafted his way into our closing role, if you will, last year, and just starting this season, his comfort on the mound, and he's just not afraid to throw whatever pitch he needs to, and he's been all over the zone to start, so yeah, he's kind of worked his way into our ace spot.
MSP taking on Sedgwick County here. Little chilly, but you know what? It's baseball here in April. We'll take it. MSP and Sedgwick County. Coach, good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll continue pregame after this.
Looking for a great place to stay? Visit North Platte's award-winning True by Hilton Hotel. You'll be greeted by their spacious lobby and friendly staff. Play a game of pool or relax by our fire pit as you savor your favorite beverage from our well-stocked pantry, which includes beer and wine. Enjoy the state-of-the-art 55-inch HD television with streaming capabilities. Complimentary breakfast buffet featuring fresh-baked pancakes in our large fitness center. Choose the True by Hilton North Platte, conveniently located just off I-80 at exit 179.
Looking for used items at a big discount, all while supporting the North Platte Catholic Schools? Shop the Bargain Bin, a thrift store located at 421 East 3rd Street in North Platte. Open Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 3. The Bargain Bin sells everything from household items, quality home decor, crafts, clothing of all sizes, including children's, bedding, holiday decorations, antiques, and furniture. Plus, donations are accepted with drop-off Monday through Wednesday from 8:30 to noon. After hours, call 221-2665. Proceeds benefit North Platte Catholic Schools.
Nebraska Harvest Center, Nebraska's exclusive Kloss dealership, is redefining the future of farming. Join us as a resident service technician and receive a $5,000 signing bonus, competitive wages, and premium free family health care. Are you ready to work on the most advanced agricultural machinery? Take the leap towards a brighter future. Become part of our success story today. Nebraska Harvest Center, driving innovation in agriculture. Visit us at nebharv.com.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Welcome back here to Billwood Field on HuskerRadio.com. Tanner Struck with Corey Anderson. We get set up for the home opener for MSP Baseball as they take on Sedgwick County, Colorado here on a dreary afternoon. Not wet. It has been dry, and that's been the good news, but certainly temperatures are in the, well, maybe climbing into the 50s. Scheduled for 64 today. I got a feeling I got to get there. We're at 47 here at 4 o'clock. We're not getting to 64. That temperature dropped down to 51 for a high day. We might not even get there. There's just chances of showers yet this afternoon, but only 30%. We're going to pause for National Anthem. We'll come back and get you starting lineups and first pitch when we return from Billwood Field as MSP takes on Sedgwick County, Colorado.
Like our St. Pat's Irish sports teams, life can come at you hard and fast. When it does, and you need a lawyer, give me, Marty Trushinsky, a call. I'm happy to have an initial visit with you at no charge. I've been handling criminal cases, civil disputes, and general legal matters here in North Platte for over 30 years. Let's work together to find a common-sense solution to your legal matter. Visit my website at troshlaw.com or give me a call at 534-4837. And go Irish!
When it comes time to honor the life of your loved one, it's all about the relationship. Adams & Swanson Funeral Home will help you celebrate that bond with assisting you and your family with all services, ceremonies, grief support, and pre-planning. Learn more by visiting adamswanson.com or by calling 532-2044.
You're hungry and you don't want to cook. Time for Dave's.
You know how it goes. It's 6 p.m. already and nothing's planned for dinner. Let Dave's Place take care of it. With dine-in and carry-out, your family's meal is taken care of.
And Dave's Place has the big game on.
A family atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch all the matchups you want. With homemade pizza, wings of almost any flavor, and nightly drink specials, Dave's Place won't let you down for dinner.
Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street, North Platte, or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Hi, this is Jordan Mawson with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. I know that selling the family farm or ranch can be a very tough and emotional decision. Many years of blood, sweat, and tears go into taking care of your family's legacy. Should the time come to make that big decision to sell, you need a professional who understands the farm and ranch real estate market and can help you make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime decision. If you're thinking of selling your farm or ranch property in Nebraska, call me, Jordan Mawson, or check out my agent page at lashleyland.com.
Change your home, change your life with Mortimer Construction. From remodels to new builds, roofing to flooring, we do it all at unbeatable prices. Visit MortimerConstruction.net. Good luck to tonight's athletes. Keep up the hard work.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop
Save money at the pump and quick stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
All right, let's get back to baseball here from Billwood Field on a Tuesday afternoon. Tanner Struckman, Corey Anderson as we get set. It is 4:01 Central Time. You're listening to HuskerRadio.com. CT Computer Services on the corner of Phillip and Willow offering Tune-Up Tuesdays. We're all in shop services are at price. That's CT Computer Services, technology solved. Let's get the starting lineups for MSP. Batting first and playing left field here today will be a Xavier Pieper. Jackson Braithwaite bats second. He'll also play second base. Cole Jones in center field in the 3 spot for MSP. Isaac Irish, he's the shortstop batting cleanup. Batting fifth is the first baseman Braxton Richards, followed by Brecken Collins, the starting pitcher. He's on the mound warming up right now. Griffin Flock bats seventh. He's in third base, followed by Levi Charter in the catcher, and Jackson Westcote rounds out the lineup for MSP. He'll play in right field for MSP. For Sedgwick County, the Cougars at 4-2. Here's how they'll start. The catcher, let me get my roster out actually because this doesn't have first names on it, is number 10, and that is Josh Clare. He is a senior. Batting second is the starting pitcher, number 17, Tate Rehnquist. He's a junior. Batting in the 3 spot, your first baseman, number 13, Roman Kirk. Batting in the cleanup hole is their shortstop, number 15, Corvin Magana. Batting fifth is the right fielder, number 20, Levi Reichman. He's a sophomore. The second baseman bats sixth. That's number 12, Braxton Levenberg. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 3, Legion Glendy. And in the 8th spot, it's the third baseman, number 25, Ray Graham. And rounding out the lineup for Sedgwick County is the left fielder, number 21, Jace Foster. For Sedgwick County Cougars, as they are in the purple uniforms here today, MSP in the green tops, white pants, and Brecken Collins on the mound for MSP to get this one underway. And the first pitch swung on, ripped down the left field line, drifting foul, but a good ride by Clare to lead it off with a foul ball to start the ball game here in an 0-1 count to Sedgwick County. Again, Brecken Collins, he really came on strong in his freshman campaign as he'll issue a strike on the inside looking to Clare down 0-2. Clare's a senior, the only one on the roster. And he has had a good start to the year, a .583 average so far. And he'll rip one just beyond the glove of Isaac Irish into left field. An 0-2 pitch driven into left. It's mishandled in left by Xavier Pieper. And digging out second base will be Clare into second safely. So a solid start for him after getting down 0-2. He lines one just beyond the glove of Isaac Irish. Bobbled out in left field. Allows him to get in, really overrunning it, I think, was Pieper. And allowing Clare to get to second base. And now a runner at second here for Sedgwick County to start the ball game early on. After going ahead of the count was Brecken Collins, and immediately a runner in scoring position for the Cougars, who come in again 4-2 on the year. And that'll bring up number 17, Rehnquist, who takes one upstairs and outside ball one, a lefty stepping in. Tate Rehnquist, the junior, .625 average. He leads the team through the season so far. He's got 10 hits already out of 16 ABs, and he'll hit another one. Add one, dropping it in front of Pieper, who collects it on a one-hop, fires it in. Holding it for third base will be the base runner, but back-to-back hits for Sedgwick County to start off of the bat. They're starting 2 here. That's a single to almost in, just a little bit higher. Driven into left field to Pieper, and now runners at the corners for number 13. In Roman Kirk. And this is a team that runs a lot, by the way. 58 stolen bases so far through 6 games. So I'd be shocked if that runner at first base doesn't look to move along here. First pitch home, and he does. This one's driven to left field, same spot. Pieper will one-hop it into his glove. It's going to score a run and make it 1-0 Sedgwick County. They have driven every one of them to left field in similar fashion. That one a lot like the hit from Rehnquist, and it's an RBI single for Kirk and brings home Clare. It's 1-0. Sedgwick County's grabbed an early lead here. And starting off hot, this team, they were shut out their last 2 games. Not already. Here's a ground ball to Isaac Irish. He'll flip to second for one. Relay first from Braithwaite to Richards is wide. It'll score a run. Is coming home to score will be Kirk, or Rehnquist, excuse me. And now advancing on to second on that throw will be the batter. Is they're going to get the out at second base in Kirk. But then Rehnquist will score on the throwing error. And it will be on an E4. Magana moving on to second base. And now stepping in is number 20, Levi Reichman, a sophomore, with a 2-0 lead for Sedgwick County and a runner at second base, and still now one out. And an 0-1 count. That pitch wide. Good stop by Charter behind home plate. 1-1 from Collins. Might be his first ball thrown of the game. Magana got to third base as well, so now 1-1 count, a runner at third. Late swing, fouled up and over his dugout. And an 0-2 count on Reichman, number 20. He's hitting .222 on the year. 2 hits, 2 of 9 officially with 3 driven in. Rehnquist added to his RBI total of 14 now on the year earlier in this inning. 1-2 drops in low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a hot start for Sedgwick County here, 2-0. Thanks to 3 straight hits to left field. And a ground ball fielder's choice and a throwing error. 2-2, swung on late and a swinging strikeout. And there's now 2 down in the Sedgwick County first inning as Brecken Collins able to get his first strikeout of the ball game. Bring in Levenberg now, number 12. Braxton Levenberg, the junior. Hitting just 100, 1 for 10 on the year. Swings through and misses, strike 1. Collins making his second appearance of the year on the mound. He pitched against St. Paul Palmer 2 Saturdays ago. Gave up 2 hits in 3 2/3 innings, but no runs. He really came in and did a great job in relief in that ball game. That pitch high, 1-1. Had a strikeout and a walk. Even count here on Levenberg with a runner at third, trying to stall him there. Swings on one inside and comes up empty. 1-2 does Levenberg. And now Collins 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. And a late swing, just a short chopper foul by Levenberg to stay alive. We'll do it again. Collins needs 1 more strike here to stall Magana at third base. The 1-2 bounced in, got away from Charter, and Magana will come home to score as that gets back to the backstop close enough. And it will be the 3rd run of the inning for Sedgwick County, Colorado on the wild pitch. And bags a race now. They've opened up a 3-0 lead. So now 2-2 count to Levenberg with nobody on. That one up near the eyes, full count. Collins started with strikes, and Sedgwick County, to their credit, swung at all of them and drove in some runs. Now a 3-2, that's low, ball 4. Levenberg draws the walk. And Sedgwick County has their first walk of the ball game, bringing up number 3 now, Legion Glendy. Glendy's a freshman, 1 for 10 on the season with a single, and he'll take one outside, ball 1. Collins now losing his strike zone, his command here in the top of the first inning. 3-0 Sedgwick County, Colorado, in the purple tops and gray pants here. As Collins comes set and put one well high. Glendy went after it. 1-1. Overcast day here at Bill Wood. The 1-1 bounces in. Good stop by an home plate by Levi Charter. Now 2 balls and a strike on Glendy. Glendy, one of 4 freshmen on the roster. Not a huge roster. In fact, MSP's got a bigger one. That one way upstairs and outside. 3-1 count. Collins in danger of walking back-to-back batters here with 2 outs. Number 8 batter in the lineup in the on-deck circle. There, needs a strike and finds it, full count. See if Collins can find it one more time. Get out of this inning down 3-0. Pair of errors has not helped MSP so far in this game, which Coach said was an issue in at least game 1 out in Lincoln. That pitch misses low, and it'll be ball 4. Good eye from Glendy as he watched that one. Back-to-back walks now, runners first and second, and that'll bring up the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Ray Graham, the junior. Graham struggled to start the season, 1 for 13, an 0.77 average. Does have 2 runs batted in this year. Season off speed, and called strike 1 from Collins to start it off. The 1. Balk. Yep, a balk called. So on to third base goes Lovenberg, and second goes Glendy. And Brecken certainly not showing the command he had 2 Saturdays ago. That ball swung and missed, and the batter threw the bat. Graham sent that one halfway down the third base line, lost his grip on it, and it's now an 0-2 count. And he'll come back to the batter's box to try that again, 0-2 count. That's not something you see too often, thankfully.
Collins handed the bat back to the batter. I've never seen that before.
0-2. Collins gets a foul tip back with Graham will stay alive at 0-2. Boy, this is where Brecken's got to slam the door on this. 29th pitch of the inning. He's got to stop this right here at 3-2. This is base runners at second and third, and he'll get the out, swinging strikeout. He'll get 2 strikeouts in the ball game, but took 29 pitches, gave up 3 runs off 3 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left on base. Bottom of the first, MSP will bat for the first time here today when we return. You're listening to Maxwell-St. Pat's Baseball on Husker Radio.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Lincoln County Feed Yard reminds you, when it's time to eat Nebraska beef. Real food for real people. It's pro-America and pro-Nebraska. The Lincoln County Feed Yard is a proud supporter of the North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics. Eat beef tonight and go Irish.
Heading out of town for the weekend or just want your dog to play for a while? Pawsapalooza is your pup's place. Pawsapalooza, owned by Patrick and Rosie O'Neill, is a first-class pet boarding and daycare facility for your pooch. With day camp available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., trust your dog with them. Full or half days available, along with overnight boarding. Located at 663 Halligan Drive in North Platte, Pawsapalooza, your pet's happy place. Find them on Facebook.
Back here on HuskerRadio.com, Tater Struck with Corey Anderson with us here from Billwood Field on a Tuesday afternoon. Here on game coverage brought to you by Langmeyer Heating and Cooling. Just like the athletes on the field, quarter track, your heating and cooling units work hard, and service on them is sometimes needed when the air conditioning stops running cold or your furnace shuts down. Call Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte for service or a new unit altogether. That's Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte, 534-15878. MSP and Sedgwick County, Colorado. Cougars get 3 in the top half of the first inning. Tate Rehnquist will climb the mound here for Sedgwick County, Colorado. He'll already be making his 4th appearance of the season. Rehnquist, so far this year, a 2-1 record, an 8.40 ERA in 3 appearances. He's given up in 10 innings, 9 hits, 14 runs, 12 earned, 19 strikeouts to 10 walks. And again, a 2-1 record as he'll face Xavier Pieper to start it off for MSP here, trying to climb out of a 3-0 hole. And the lefty issues in there for strike 1 to start him off. Rehnquist, I'm guessing, has had he had a great start. He had an appearance against Weldon Valley where he went 4 innings, and he'll miss that one high, 1-1. Gave up no runs. He struck out 11 in a 16-1 victory back on March 18th. Went 4 1/3 against Prairie, giving up just 1 hit, 2 earned runs. Striking out 7 as Pieper reaches on one low, grounds it to second, scooped up by Lovenberg. He'll throw wide to first base. Pieper going to be safe at first. And Pieper rounded first. He's going to get tagged out. Xavier made the mistake of rounding first and thinking he was going to go to second. And credit to the catcher, Claire, who went out and tagged him, records the out. So a base running mistake by Pieper after he gets the really a reach on air. Levenberg's pitch was throw was wide, and there I think Xavier just made the mistake of getting too far away or rounding the base like he was going to run for second, which really he would not have gotten to, as Jackson Braithwaite steps in and fouls one off 0-1. He wouldn't have made second because the throw was backed up pretty nicely by the catcher, Claire. And then he made the wise play to go tag him out. Braithwaite fouls another one back into the netting, 0-2. So MSP gets a leadoff base runner and then tagged out at first base, and now Braithwaite steps in. Braithwaite 1 of 4 on the year, .250 average. Got his lone hit against St. Paul Palmer and takes one low with a good eye, 1-2. Cole Jones in the on-deck circle. Anybody reaches Isaac Irish for MSP. Down 3-0 here. Sloppy start for both of these teams. 3 errors already. Here in the bottom of the first inning, 1-2 count on number 2, the sophomore Jackson Braithwaite. Pair of sophomores starting in the lineup here. And he'll chop one right back to Rehnquist, who gloves it, runs halfway to first, overhand throw to Kirk, records the out. 2 up, 2 down here for MSP in the first inning. Bring up Cole Jones now. Cole, one of the veterans of this program. He's one of the few seniors on the roster, Maxwell product. Cole's played a lot of baseball for MSP all 4 years. Coming in with a 2 of 6 start and a double. A hit in both games in the season openers in Lincoln. Takes one up near the eyes, 1-0 from Rehnquist. Mentioned that Rehnquist 4 1/3 in that second game against Prairie. Then he pitched against Akron, and that's where his ERA went the wrong way. His Hill issue outside 2-0. In an inning and 2/3, gave up 10 earned runs. So you could look at his season as really good, pretty good, and then not so good in those 3 matches. So 3 matchups so far. As here's a soft grounder, but under the glove of the second baseman Levenberg. Shortstop races out to grab it, but it'll be a reach on air for Cole Jones, and MSP's got a 2-out base runner. So 2 errors by the second baseman Levenberg here. Both teams committing errors early on. And we'll see what Isaac Irish can do for MSP, down 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Isaac, another one of those veterans of this program. He's played every year. Isaac hitting .274 in his career, .333 this year, 1 for 3 officially. First pitch comes in, ball 1 from Rehnquist. Isaac went 1 for 1 against Lincoln Christian, then 0 for 2 against St. Paul Palmer. Runner on the move, foul ball out of play will bring him back. 1-1 count now on the senior Isaac Irish. Back to first base is Cole Jones. That was a rare steal attempt. MSP has 1 stolen base this year. Xavier Pieper has that, so see if they send Cole again. Rehnquist looking that way. Will catch him in halfway home or halfway to first and get the pickoff play. And MSP, a couple mistakes here in the first inning at first base, base running, and that will end our first inning of play. Coach Braithwaite having a conversation with the officials here on that, or maybe something else. Maybe asking for something from the pitcher there, like a balk attempt, because the outfield or the infield official, he was deferring to home plate, and I think that's been explained to him. So that'll end the first inning. MSP ultimately no runs off no hits. There were 2 errors and nobody left on base. We go to the second inning. MSP and Sedgwick County, Colorado. Cougars lead 3-0.
CT Computer Services in North Platte is your one-stop computer shop, offering PC and Mac repair, in-shop, on-site, and remote services available for your home or business. And they also offer PC sales and service of major brands like Dell, new and refurbished units in stock, and even custom-built PCs. Prices for every budget starting at less than $300. CT Computer Services at Phillips and Willow in North Platte. Call 534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys.
Are you tired of gathering that same old bull off the neighbors? Or maybe you can't even enjoy some privacy in your own backyard? You need to call Lazy TS Custom Fencing of North Platte. We offer barbed wire fencing, continuous fencing, privacy fence, chain link fence, tank setting, snow removal, and any skid loader service required. Lazy TS Custom Fencing, 308-539-9579, and go Irish.
Or you need a farm or ranch management or considering a sale of your ag real estate? Turn to the professionals at HD Management. Contact Kurt Pieper, Hank Nicely, or Justin Pieper with HD Management in North Platte. That's HD Management, your professionals in ag real estate. We go to the top of the second. MSP here trailing Sedgwick County, Colorado 3-0. Tanner Struckman, Corey Anderson here on a Tuesday afternoon. Overcast here. Temperatures around 47 degrees here from Billwood Field. Good thing is the wind is not terrible, and that is a break than what I thought it would be. It's actually only less than 10 miles an hour. We were anticipating winds to pick up. They might still, because they're still calling for them, and maybe a 30% chance of showers too. Haven't seen that. First pitch home from Brecken Collins to start off. Top of the second inning is a swinging strike to the bottom of the order. 9-1-2 due up for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Collins works quick and issues ball one inside to Jace Foster, a freshman. So now a 1-1 count on Foster. Top of the order did the work for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Is that pitch in there for a called strike two? Collins, 29 pitches in the first inning, and he'll get a called strike three looking this time. And his third strikeout of the ball game puts one away here in the top of the first inning. Good start for Collins. See if he can settle into this game here. The game started with a bang for Sedgwick County, Colorado. 3 straight singles to left field. MSP had a couple errors in there to not help. Here's Josh Clare, the senior. 1 for 1. He'll swing and miss. Strike one. Clare lined one beyond the glove of Isaac Irish into left field. He would come around to score later in the inning. One of the 3 runs for the Cougars. The kick and delivery in there for called strike two from Collins, who works at 0-2. Clare, 14 runs scored with that. A team high. Came in hitting .583. He'll foul that back to stay alive, 0-2. Pretty young team. I think they graduated just one last year from a 7-win team. Only one senior this year. The 0-2 swung on, just gets a piece of it on a golf swing, if you will, from Clare. Back to the backstop it goes. He'll stay alive at 0-2. See if Collins can find the punch-out pitch. He could not find it the first time with Clare. Here he does. No, appeal to first. I thought he was going to signal for strike three. Instead, he was appealing to first. Did not go around a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Clare. So Collins back in with a 1-2. Comes home, this time gets it. Back-to-back strikeouts. In fact, 3 in a row. If you go back to the top of the first inning, and Collins now finding a groove. His 4th punch out of the ball game now brings up number 17, Tate Rehnquist, the junior. Rehnquist, a lefty, already 1 for 1, singled into left field. This time grounds one to first, backhanded no. It's beyond the glove of Richards into right field, scooped up by Westcote, but it'll be a single with 2 outs for Rehnquist, who's got a 2 for 2 today. 4th hit given up by Collins. And a 2-out base runner at first is Tate Rehnquist. Bringing in now Roman Kirk, the junior, who also singled into left field in that first inning. Came in hitting .533. First pitch, runner going. And ball pops out of the hand. I never got into the hand of Levi Charter. As on the toss over to his right hand, he lost it. and did get a strike, but Rehnquist with a stolen base. And I mentioned in the first, this team likes to run. Rehnquist himself 8 of 8 on the year. Ground ball to third. This one scooped up by the third baseman. Throw across the diamond. Wide of Richards, didn't catch it. And coming home to score on the air will be Rehnquist. On to second will be Kirk. And so now a throw home gets away from Charter, and on to third base will go Kirk. And it's a 4-0 lead for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Flock's throw was wide of first, and I think Richards had a play on it, but it was coming right into the base runner. And so an E5 brings Rehnquist home ultimately, and then Kirk gets to second on that error, and then he gets to third on another throwing error. And boy, 2 outs. A big mistake, couple mistakes by MSP. And it's a 4-0 lead for Sedgwick County, Colorado, and Coach Cole Herrick's called time to come out and chat with his infield, settle him down a bit. This time out on the field brought to you by Dave's Place in North Platte. For the next time out of your kitchen and the best homemade pizza and wings, get to Dave's Place with dine-in, carry-out, and online ordering available. It is Dave's Place in North Platte. So now, still 2 down. And stepping in will be number 15, Corbin Magana. Magana grounded into a fielder's choice back in that first inning. Became the first. He wasn't the out, but recorded the first out of that first inning. Ground ball first base, couple feet foul. And Kirk will run back to third base. So now if you're Sedgwick County, you got another base runner at third. That second error of that play and allowed that. Collins heading the count 0-1, needs some help from his defense. 4-0 Sedgwick County. He'll issue wide to Magana. 1-1 count. Magana, a sophomore. Off speed, loses it high, 2-1. For Coach Ryan Rehnquist, the head coach here of the Sedgwick County Colorado Cougars. 2-1, misses low, 3 balls and a strike. And Collins started out not great command. He found it, and there, reaching on one way up high is Magana. And I think if he got a piece of it, it came off maybe the mask of Charter too. Now full count on Magana. Boy, there was a point there where Collins had 4 straight strikeouts, but has not been able to get the help behind him in this inning, and now needs a strike to keep it at 4-0. Looks to the third base runner. He'll step off. Collins comes set with a 3-2, issues it, bounces it in, ball 4. Third walk issued by Collins of the ball game. Runners now at the corners for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Bring it up now, number 20, Levi Reichman. Reichman struck out swinging his first time up. The top half of this order, really about 4 that hit really, really well. I mean, if you look at the hit totals for this team, the bulk of them come from Claire, Kirk, Magana, and Rehnquist. Reichman does have 2 hits on the year, but everybody else has just 1 or 0 outside of those top 4. Runner on the move, throw is wide, no throw down from the catcher Charter, and on to second goes Magana. So 2 in scoring position for Sedgwick County, Colorado. The 1-0 number right back to Collins. He'll scoop it, go to first for the play, record it there, and end the inning with just run given up. Really, all in all, not a terrible situation for MSP. They get 1 hit, 1 run, 2 errors, and 2 left on base for Sedgwick County, Colorado. They lead 4-0 over MSP. We go to the bottom of the second after this.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Why wait?
You don't have to sit around a long time waiting to register just to have your lab work done. Whether you are at the North Platte Health Pavilion or Westfield Shopping Center, Pathology Services has multiple drawing stations and ample personnel to draw your blood tests quickly so your time is better spent elsewhere. Simply tell your doctor you want your lab test performed at the first floor in North Platte Health Pavilion or Westfield Shopping Center at Pathology Services.
Pathology Services of North Platte. Learn more at pathologyservices.com.
Back here at Billwood Field, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. MSP trailing Sedgwick County, Colorado, 4-0 here from Billwood Field. Mention it's a fairly home slate for MSP. They will have Aurora in 10 days here at home, and then they'll have a triangular with Adams Central and North Platte on the 24th of April. Road games yet at Holdridge next week, a week from today, and at Centennial at the end of the month for MSP. Their schedule, I mean, if you look at winning teams, the first 3 they play, all winning teams. The next 5 all have losing records to this point. Very early in the season for a lot of teams yet. Due up for MSP here in the bottom of the second inning, 4-5-6. Isaac Irish, Braxton Richards, Brecken Collins. And the senior Irish will start it off. He was at bat. As he'll take a strike, 0-1 from Rehnquist when Cole Jones was picked off at first base. This has not been a real clean game for MSP on either side. 4 errors defensively. The 0-1's reached on and just fouled off over to his own dugout. Isaac Irish in an 0-2 hole. And then you couple those mistakes with the base running error by Xavier Pieper at first base, and then Cole Jones getting picked off, and MSP has not been very clean so far. 0-2 from Rehnquist, and that one's missed by Irish, but it goes to the backstop. It wasn't touched, and he'll reach first base as the catcher couldn't back to get it. Claire coming all the way back to the backstop. And a drop third strike will allow Isaac Irish to be safe. It's a long run to that backstop, and so MSP's got their second base runner of the ball game here. And the top or bottom half of the second inning. See if Braxton Richards can do something with that. Throw to first and Irish back in safely. MSP, I'm sure, will be pretty careful on the base pass so far. Richards 1 for 6 to start the year. A single against St. Paul Palmer. Sees the first pitch from Rehnquist, wide, ball 1. Rehnquist, the lefty comes set, issues the 1-0, and there, they got the balk call. Coach Braithwaite maybe puffing out his chest a little bit because it seemed to be the conversation at the end of the first inning that he was having. And there he gets it. So on to second will go Isaac Irish. And a 1-0 count for Richards. And he rips on a big one, comes up empty. It was well high.
Right-handed batters love that pitch up high. I know that from experience.
Now a 1-1 count on Braxton Richards. Swings through and misses again. That one a little lower, but under that one. And a 1-2 count here for Braxton, who would love to just put the ball on the bat and at least advance Isaac Irish here at third or second base. Rehnquist 1-2. That one low, gets stopped by an home plate by Claire. Makes it 2-2. Richards 1 for 3 against Lincoln Christian, 0 for 3 against St. Paul Palmer. Here's the 2-2. And he skips out of the way, a little dance from Richards. And a full count. He gives a nice little shrug. He'll be getting ready for senior prom soon, and he's in fine form right there.
Warms him up.
He's going to do a little tap dancing. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at second for MSP here in the bottom of the second. The pitch swung through and missed. Rehnquist wins that battle, and he'll get out number 1 of this second inning. And for Rehnquist, in the ball game. I believe his first strikeout. That's a solid pitch for him. Swinging strike now on Brecken Collins to start it off 0-1. Brecken on his season hitless. He ended the season really, really well at 414 his freshman campaign, but he started 0 for 5 so far this year. The 0-1 lined into center field. That'll be a base hit for Brecken Collins. Isaac Irish at third, being sent home. Center fielder up with it. Glendy's slow though to throw it, and he'll come home to score easily. And on to second on the throw is Brecken Collins, and MSP's gotten on the board, down 4-1. So an RBI single for Brecken Collins makes it 4-1. That's the first official run for MSP this year. Line drive single into center field, and I didn't think Glendy really put a lot of effort to get that home. He kind of hesitated in center field, made it pretty easy for Irish to come home. And on that throw then, Collins goes to third. Now he's looking to got to second, and he'll steal third base on the first pitch home to Flock. So a stolen bag for Brecken Collins, his first of the year. And MSP's got a base runner at third base now with a 1-0 count on Flock here for MSP. The 1-0 takes it right. There's 1-1. Boy, Flock here, if he could just put the ball in play, he could have his first run bat into the year. He started 0 for 3 this year. The 1-1 taken on the inside corner, a ball and 2 strikes now. Nice pitch from Rehnquist on Griffin Flock, who's the freshman, 1 of 5 on the roster for MSP. It's a fairly young team. 3 seniors that have played a lot, but a lot of sophomores and freshmen. And Flock reaches on that one, dropped by the catcher. He'll tag him out, and that'll be the second out of the ball game. So now 2 down, and that'll bring up Levi Charter now for MSP. Trying to drive in Brecken Collins at third base. Charter 0 for 3 to start the year. 1 strikeout. A sophomore here for MSP. Coming set is Rehnquist. He'll swing through and miss that one, strike 1. 4-1 MSP getting their first run of the ball game though on their first hit. Rehnquist stares down, comes set. Delivers the 0-1, Charter looks 0-2. MSP got to swing the bat. Westcote, bottom of the order in the on-deck circle if Charter can reach. Rehnquist trying to shut down this inning. The 0-2 driven into left field. That's a base hit and RBI single for Levi Charter. And he's going to try to dig for 2. Hesitates. It was bobbled and left. He'll get into second base anyways. And Levi Charter drives in his first run on his first hit of the season. And MSP's got a 4-2 ball game. Good for Levi, as he was able to just pop that into left field, and he's going to be ran for. Colton Ingold will come in to run for him at second, and Charter will get some high fives on that bench, making it 4-2. So now comes the bottom of the order. Westcote stepping in here, the runner still at second, and a 4-2 game. Rehnquist delivers first pitch. Westcote, big swing and a strike 1. Westcote, 1 for 4 this year. A single against St. Paul Palmer. 2 home here in the bottom of the second for MSP. Rehnquist, this one's nubbed into right field. Tough play, it'll drop though. Rounding third and coming home is Ingold. It's 4-3 ball game. And good time for first runs batted into the year for MSP. As Westcote drives that one just a bloop into right field, and just a tough play for the second baseman Levenberg to get to. And MSP has driven in 3 here in the inning. And now runner at first base, down 4-3. Brings around now, top of the order. Boy, you'd like to do some damage on this top part of the order. Let's see what Xavier Pieper can do. First pitch foul right side, foul ball 1. Xavier Pieper hit a ground ball, reached on an error back in the first inning, but remember, he rounded first base and was tagged out. The 0-1, low it inside, 1-1 to number 11, who's leading the team in batting average so far through 2 games. Was 2 for 5, a hit in both games. 2 Saturdays ago. Ball and a strike to number 11. Runner at first base, 2 down, 3 home in the inning. Ground ball, third bear shortstop, under his glove, into center field. Holding it second will be Westcote, and MSP has put 2 aboard. A reach on air, he's 6 on Magana. But hey, at this point, put the ball in play. That's what you need to do if you're MSP, and now Coach Rehnquist is calling time to come out and chat with his starting pitcher. Jackson Braithwaite will be the next batter for MSP, and this damage has been done for the most part with 2 outs. This inning started out with, you remember, go back to the way this inning started. Isaac Irish struck out, but reached on a drop third strike. Then the balk advanced him to second. Braxton Richards struck out. Collins had an RBI single. He got to second on the throw from center. Then Flock struck out. Collins did steal third, but then Charter and Westcote, the bottom of the order with back-to-back hits. And now a reach on air from Pieper on the top half of the order. And now Jackson Braithwaite, runners first and second, still 2 outs. Down 4-3 in the bottom of the second here from Bill Wood. Conversation's over. Rehnquist back to work. His 35th pitch comes to Jackson Braithwaite, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Lefty comes home inside, dancing out of the way is Braithwaite, 1-0 count. Cole Jones in the on-deck circle for MSP. But eyes on number 2, Jackson Braithwaite. 1 for 5 now on the season. 1-0. High, 2-0. Couple pitches missing very differently there for Rehnquist. And a 2-0 count to Braithwaite. Rehnquist delivers, finds the strike zone there. 2-1. Braithwaite hit 222 his freshman campaign. Hitting safely in 4 of 10 games. The 2-1. He'll foul that one back. And now a 2-2 count. Back to where the media guys parked there.
Hope it missed.
I told you I was going to move the vehicle, and I never did. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to guess what? Number 2 with 2 on in a 1-run game. The pitch from Rehnquist. Hit to right field. This is shallow. Tough play again. Right fielder won't get to it. Coming home is Ingold. Going to third is Pieper. Runners at the corners on the RBI single from Jackson Braithwaite. And MSP is just dropping in tough plays. And really, Levenberg might have had the best play on that, but he didn't even give an effort to it. And it's a 4-4 ball game. Runners at the corners for MSP as they have evened this thing up in the bottom of the second inning. And Jackson Braithwaite drives in his first run of the year. Now bringing up Cole Jones. Cole reached on an error. He was picked off to end the first base, though, in the first inning. First pitch home. Cole swings, fouls one right side out of play. And an 0-1 count to the senior Jones. See if Coach Braithwaite talking to Jackson Braithwaite about looking to get to second and draw a throw down from Claire, or just take a free pass if he gives it to him. The 0-1 to Jones. Rehnquist takes him off of it, misses in low, 1-1. I'm guessing with the base running issues of the first inning, Coach Braithwaite's probably not risking anything there. 4-4 game here in the bottom of the second. Tale of 2 innings for MSP so far. on the offensive end. The 1-1. Jones, Brian lines this one into right field. Right fielder coming in. It'll drop in front of him, though, and coming home to score and getting the lead for MSP is Xavier Pieper on the RBI single from Cole Jones. And MSP's grabbed a 5-4 lead here. That'll bring up Isaac Irish now as MSP has plated 5 in the inning. Isaac Irish stepping in. Isaac led this inning off, reaching on a drop third strike, and that started things for MSP. Rehnquist will stare the base runner, Braithwaite back to second. "5-4 here, MSP. Rehnquist comes home to Isaac Irish, who fouls one right side, giving a long run as Kirk still going after it, won't quite get to it. That was a good effort, though, from Roman Kirk.
Great effort. He got on his high horse, and boy, 2 more steps, he would have had a chance to reach out and grab it.
That first step was quick. He made a decision. He's going for it. I feel like there's been a couple plays in right field that could have been made or by Sedgwick County, and of course that first drop third strike looms large in this inning. To the batter that's up now as Braithwaite gets stared back to second. Rehnquist back to work. Pitch home. Up near the letters, 1-1. Isaac, 36th game of his career playing for MSP, a .274 career average. Has 2 home runs in his career. He'll take one on the inside, turns away from it, but it's a strike, 1-2. In fact, one of those home runs against this Sedgwick County, Colorado team last year on the road. The only home run for MSP a year ago. 1 ball, 2 strikes to number 3. Runners first and second, still 2 outs. Rehnquist delivers way high, 2-2. MSP's grabbed the lead with 5 in the inning. Rehnquist comes set with a 2-2. Low down, high and outside, throw down to third on the steal attempt. Braithwaite's in there safe. So a full count and a steal by Braithwaite, his first of the year. Jones did not run. So now runners at the corners for MSP with a full count to Isaac Irish. See if Isaac can get his second hit of the year here. Runner on the move. Cole Jones got caught. Now, but they danced him off, and good job by Braithwaite to dance at third a bit, get Rehnquist's eye back home, and on to second base will go Jones. So now runners second and third, and a full count to Isaac Irish. The pitch bounced in, ball 4. And Isaac will take a free pass, and those stolen bases ultimately not really necessary when you draw a walk, but they were fun when they happened. And now a full count, or for a bases loaded situation for Braxton Richards, who will look for his biggest hit of his career. Braxton, a senior, 1 for 7 on the year, takes one well high. Rehnquist has certainly lost his command. This will be his 50th pitch, 38th of the inning. Richards struck out swinging his first time up, so he's and he went after a couple way out of the zone. The 1-0, this time he looked like a pretty good one, swung and missed. And if you're Rehnquist, you're looking at just throw strikes here for Sedgwick County. Trying to get out of this inning. If you're MSP, you're looking for a big one from their senior. Ball and a strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. Richards fouls one back into the net. 1-2. Rehnquist works ahead in the count. Big inning from MSP. Can they add to it? Rehnquist 1-2. Oh, just misses, and Rehnquist gives a look like not by much. Ball 2. A little outside, I presume. I think even Braxton was holding like, wouldn't have been too surprised if that one was called strike 3. Now a 2-2 to Richards. That one lost high, full count. And Rehnquist will have to find a good one here to avoid walking in a run. And Brecken Collins in the on-deck circle. 3 balls, 2 strikes to number 23. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the second. The pitch swung through and missed. Rehnquist able to get out of it. But MSP gets a lot of damage done. 5 runs off 5 hits. There was 1 error and 3 left on base. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. MSP leading 5-4 over Sedgwick County, Colorado.
If it's party time, plan your next occasion at Occasions. Right next to the lake, Occasions can host your next gathering, meeting, party, or simply a get-together. With a full kitchen and outdoor patio, plus tables and chairs, call Mike to book at 227-2602. Occasions of North Platte.
You invest in your home, your retirement. How about your child's education? I'm Enrollment Director Gwen Covey, inviting you to consider investment in the North Platte Catholic Schools. We're proud of our 100% graduation rate and countless success stories. Start your story at Little Leprechaun Preschool and graduate as a Fighting Irish. Pre-K through 12th grade, all on one campus. For more information, call 532-1874.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
If you need a thicker, greener, less troublesome lawn, call Jorgensen's Lawn Service, 368-4000 with fertilizer, iron, weed, and insect control. Jorgensen's proudly serves the entire area. Call today for a free estimate, 368-4000. Top of the 3rd we go. MSP leading Sedgwick County, Colorado 5-4 here from Billwood Field. Brecken Collins will come out for his 3rd inning of work under cloudy skies here. Temperature's 47. That's going to be our high today. It did have a chance of rain showers, and thankfully those have held off. They're not too far away entering Lincoln County as Levenberg leads off the top of the 3rd. Taking a look at called strike 1 from Brecken Collins. Brecken, 4 hits given up, but there's been some errors in this game. That pitch wide, 1-1. Due up for Sedgwick County, 6, 7, 8. Levenberg, Glendy, Graham, Foster if anybody reaches. And that one missing, 2-1. Come off a glove of Charter behind home plate. Collins working quickly and hits the back of Levenberg. First hit by pitch by either pitcher today. And for Collins, his 3rd one of the year. So a leadoff man aboard here in this bottom of the order for MSP. This is where Collins can do some work. The batting averages dip down for Sedgwick County. Glendy walked his first time up on the year, just 1 for 10. And a throw to first and a pickoff play at first base. Levenberg gets too far away, and well, that base runner erased pretty quickly. Both teams with a pickoff now. And there's 1 down in the top of the 3rd inning for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Off speed lost by Collins over the head of Glendy, 1-0. 1-0 to the freshman Glendy, in there called strike. Quickly, Collins working, strike. Soft swing from Glendy. Tell you what, if you're going to get in that batter's box, Collins going to be ready to throw it to you. And he'll get a called strike 3, and that might be the quickest 3 strikes you'll see. I mean, Brecken is working at a pace. If you had the pitch clock operator, he'd hate him right now because you got to hit reset or he's ready to go. 2 down as he'll issue strike 1 to Graham. 0-1 to Graham. A 5-4 lead for MSP, and Collins trying to work a quick top of the 3rd inning here. Ready to go with the 0-1. missing it wide. A ball and a strike. Collins 1-1. Swung through and missed. And if you watch Brecken, once that home plate umpire puts his hand down, the pitch is coming. And the 1-2. Softly hit the center. Backing up actually is the shortstop, Isaac Irish. It falls out of his glove, though. Pieper was charging, and I thought he had the play on it coming in. He was certainly there, but it pops out of the glove of Isaac Irish. That's a tougher play for him backing up. And now a 2-out reach on error for Graham puts a base runner on first base. For now, Foster, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Foster struck out looking. Jace Foster, first time up. Here, he'll foul one back 0-1. Collins was close to getting out of this inning real quick. Instead, now we'll have to face a fourth batter and try to avoid that top of the order coming around. Swing through and miss. Down 0-2 is Foster. Collins needs a strike to end this third. 5-4 MSP. Collins trying to put up a 0 for the first time. The 0-2. Called strike 3. He'll get it. And Brecken Collins goes to work in the third inning. For him, it's his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 5-4 MSP. We go to the bottom of the third when we return from Billwood Field. You're listening to Maxwell-St. Pat's Baseball on Husker Radio.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm, so tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. And you can choose between 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition, equipped for ultimate backwood adventures. Get greater capability. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at Budke Power Sports off I-80 under the Big Red Roof, North Platte. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Putting your family first.
Are you looking for the right dentist for you and your family? Phelps Family Dentistry has you covered. Dr. Lene Phelps and Dr. Kelly Hansen will make sure your family has the healthiest smile. Whether it's dental cleanings, fillings, same-day crowns, or total smile makeovers. Call our office at 534-4040 or visit us at phelpsdds.com to schedule your family's next dental appointment. And go Irish!
Putting your family first.
4:57 Central Time here on HuskerRadio.com. CT Computer Services on the corner of Phillip and Willow offering Tune-Up Tuesdays, where all in-shop services are half price at CT Computer Services. Technology solved. Back here to Billwood Field, MSP leading Sedgwick County, Colorado 5-4. MSP out hitting Sedgwick County 5-4. Hits are 5-3 actually. MSP with 5 of them, and yet they have the lead. Due up here in the bottom of the third inning for MSP, 6, 7, 8. Collins, Flock, and Charter, which is a group that, boy, had a great start to the ball game. Collins with a hit. Flock struck out, but then hits from Charter and Westcote in the bottom of the order. So see if they can do it again against Rehnquist, who's throwing pitch number 55 in his third inning here. Collins, first pitch, missing ball 1 from Rehnquist. Brecken got his first hit of the year on a single to center field last time up. Now 1 of 6 on the year. Swing and a miss. Looking for hit number 2. 1-1 now on Collins, sophomore from St. Pat's. Rehnquist comes set. Delivers one low, 2-1. Collins' freshman campaign, 414 a year ago. 12 hits, 2 doubles. Had 3 multi-hit games and ended the year really strong. 2-1, low, 3-1. He had a 4-for-5 game against Takema Herman in that first game of the postseason, including 2 doubles. And he has not been able to carry that over to this year until today, where he's started to find his groove on the offensive end. The 3-1, and he'll swing and miss, full count. Wasn't patient looking for ball 4. Instead, ripping now. Have to protect with the 3-2. Rehnquist comes set and kicks and delivers. That's ball 4. Draws it. And Collins able to draw his second walk of the year. Leadoff man aboard for MSP here in the bottom of the third. Now Griffin Flock steps in. Flock struck out swinging his first time up. Flock 0 for 4 on the year, looking for his first hit. First pitch, missing wide, ball one. Good speed on the base pass for MSP with Collins, but with those running mistakes back in the first inning, may not see them be too, although they did steal in the second a couple times. And also prompt a throw down from the catcher. He's back in safely as that pitch missed, and Claire on a snap throw to first. Collins gets back in safe. 2-0 count now to Flock. Rehnquist comes set. Issues. High, strike, 2-1. Upper half. Rehnquist with a 2-1 now to Flock. Maxwell product. He'll take a strike two and even the count back up. Bottom of the third, MSP 5-4 over Sedgwick County, Colorado in their third game. Runner on the move. Flock sees it, ball three, excuse me, and it will be a stolen bag for Collins. So Collins takes second base. In scoring position now for Flock with a full count. Flock trying to get on base here for the first time all year. Not before Rehnquist stares Collins back to second base. Here's the 3-2. Collins on the move. Steal attempt, throw down to third. Not going to be in time. And coming home on the throw as it gets into left field will be Collins. He'll score, make it a 6-4.
Collins still started advances home off the air.
I be honest with you, I don't even know what they called for at home plate on Flock. And they're talking to Coach Herrick here now to explain maybe. And he's not happy with it, so I'm guessing he's going to be out. He is. And Collins is back to third. I think interference is going to be called here. So Flock is going to be out at third, or out at home, and Collins is going to be, they're going to bring him back to third at least.
Catcher's interference, I think,
Yep.
is what they're ruling.
On that throw to third. But you still get to go to third. That would be my only question. Either way, it's going to be one out for sure. Collins is sitting at third still. I mean, if that's where the interference is, that's where he was throwing to, you would think you wouldn't even get that base because he got home on the fact that it went into left field. But Collins is staying there, although both officials are talking to both coaches, so.
Yeah, I thought the rule was you had to go, the runner had to go back where he started.
Well, that would certainly make sense. Because if you're interfering the catcher, you were interfering the catcher on the throw to third on the steal attempt, but.
And I think Ryan Rehnquist is inquiring of the home plate umpire right now and maybe questioning that.
Nevertheless, Charter will be at home. He'll be batting with one out and a base runner in scoring position. Right now, it's Collins at third.
I mean, there's no doubt he was going to have third base, throw or not.
Maybe that's what's being explained right now to Coach Rehnquist.
So maybe it's a judgment.
Very well.
Of the umpires.
Very well could be, yeah.
On a stolen base situation where there's catcher's interference.
Well, Coach Rehnquist is somewhat satisfied with his response from the home plate official. So now a 5-4 game still. And now Charter will step in. Charter had his first hit of the year and drove in a run. First time up. He's got a chance to drive in his second run. And he'll swing for that and come up empty, strike one. We'll see if Levi can keep his hot stick alive here. 5-4 MSP. Collins at third. The 0-1. Popped into shallow. Well, it's actually in the infield. It's going to be Levenberg, the second baseman, to glove it. And that one just didn't get out of the infield. So there is now 2 down. It's a big out for Rehnquist. And 2 down now for Westcote. See if he can do some 2-out work. MSP got a lot done in that second inning with 2 outs. Can they do it here? And Rehnquist will stare Collins back to third for Javen Westcote, the freshman. Westcote singled to shallow right field. Back in the second inning. Here he takes one inside, ball 1. And Claire pops up to stare Collins back to first again. Westcote with a run batted in. He also would later score. His first run and an RBI of the year, the 1-0. Big rip. And comes up empty, 1-1. Collins really putting some running work on that third base line. He's coming halfway home when the pitch is there. The 1-1. Delivered. Ripped on one up high. Barely got a piece of it. Back to the backstop. 1-2 now on Westcote.
Tick the fingers of Josh Clare. He's shaking his right hand there.
Well, you got cold temperatures too.
That doesn't feel good even when it's warm,
right.
So I can only imagine how much worse it feels when it's in the 40s.
Spring baseball in Nebraska. So it's a big moment here. Nothing's been scored in this inning for MSP. The 1-2 to Westcote. Called strike 3. He'll get his second strikeout of the game, and MSP will leave a runner at third base. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. We go to the top of the 4th inning. MSP 5, Sedgwick County, Colorado 4.
Sleep happy at the newly renovated Hampton by Hilton North Platte. We go the extra mile to give you an exceptional stay with amenities designed for you, including 55-inch TVs with streaming capabilities, hot breakfast buffet featuring Hampton waffles, indoor pool, and newly designed fitness center. When life is go, 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 it matters where you stay. Choose the Hampton by Hilton North Platte, conveniently located just off I-80 at exit 177.
Looking for used items at a big discount, all while supporting the North Platte Catholic Schools? Shop the Bargain Bin, a thrift store located at 421 East 3rd Street in North Platte. Open Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 3. The Bargain Bin sells everything from household items, quality home decor, crafts, clothing of all sizes, including children's, bedding, holiday decorations, antiques, and furniture. Plus, donations are accepted with drop-off Monday through Wednesday from 8:30 to noon. After hours, call 221-2665. Proceeds benefit North Platte Catholic Schools.
Just like the athletes on the field, quarter track, your heating and cooling units work hard, and service on them is sometimes needed. When the air conditioning stops running cold or your furnace shuts down, call Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte for service or a new unit altogether. That's Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte, 534-5848. We go to the top of the 4th inning, and defense is winning out in the 3rd. Zeros put on the board for both teams. Brecken Collins made pretty quick work in the top half of the inning, and he threatened on the offensive end with a walk, but got stranded at third base for MSP. So we'll see if MSP can keep another 0 on the board here. Against the top of the order, though, got to go through the meat of it. Claire to lead it off for Sedgwick County, Colorado. First pitch fastball missing for Collins, 1-0. Brecken at 66 pitches now through 3 innings of work. Claire batting for the 3rd time today. A single and a strikeout. Sees one bounce in, 2-0. Collins giving up 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Put a 0 up in the 3rd. He led off the inning with a hit by pitch, but the issues missing high, 3-0 to Claire. They got a strikeout. Or actually picked off the base runner, then a strikeout, and ended the inning with a strikeout. Claire sees a strike at 3-0. He was ready to run at first. He'll come back. Mentioned this top of the order, pretty dangerous. Claire came in 583. As he'll take strike 2 on the inner half, 3-2. Collins battles back. Rehnquist came in 625. Kirk came in hitting 533. Magana 438. So that top four dangerous as Claire stays alive, protecting, just gets a piece of it, fouling off over to the MSP dugout. And another third 3-2 coming up here to Claire. The lone senior on the roster for Coach Rehnquist. 3-2, called strike three, and a 3-0 count goes the other way. Great battle back by Brecken Collins. He gets his 7th strikeout of the ball game, a career high, by the way. Easily a career high for him. His previous high last year, I believe, was only 3. And so he has done damage today as he misses to Rehnquist 1-0. The lefty gets one to pop up. This is playable. Foul territory coming over his Flock from third base. He'll reach back, can't glove it though in foul territory, and Rehnquist will stay alive. Flock from third base might have overrun that a little bit and then had to reach back and could not do it. And Rehnquist gets second life with one away here in the top of the 4th inning. 1-1 count on the foul ball. So Collins back to work against the lefty Rehnquist. And a foul tip back, and he's ahead in the count, 1-2 with back-to-back foul balls. Collins delivers the 1-2. Missed that one, got behind Charter back to the backstop, 2-2. Rehnquist on the day, pair of singles. One to left, one to right. Adding to his .625 batting average. Now 12 of 18 on the year. He'll ground one and cut off by Isaac Irish on 2 hops. Throw to first, well high though for Braxton Richards. And Richards will race over. Rehnquist going to try to dig for second. There'll be a throw. Comes in late though. And Rehnquist might have taken one to the back on that throw, but he's going to get into second base safely.
Advances the second off the air.
And so Rehnquist reaching on the air. And MSP's giving up. Boy, another error. Been an issue today for them. 6 of them in the game, and yet lead 5-4. So now a 1-out base runner as Rehnquist has reached every time, and now steps in Roman Kirk. He'll take one low, ball 1. Kirk on the day, a single, and reached on an error. 1-0. There's a good one. Moral of the story's been put the ball in play. 9 errors between the two teams. The 1-1, wide, 2-1 to Kirk. Two balls and a strike on Kirk. 5-4 here in the top of the 4th inning. Turn and throw to second. Back in safely is Rehnquist. Two balls and a strike to Kirk. Now the pitch. Off speed, softly hit. One hopper to Isaac Irish. Throw to first. This one right on the money. Records the out. The runner holds. 6-3 there in your book. And there's now 2 down. Nice play by Irish. And also held Rehnquist at second. So now 2 down. And brings up Corvin Magana, the sophomore. Magana grounded into a fielder's choice back at the first. He walked second time around. His top 4 of the order has been tough. But it gets a little easier. So far has been that way. In the bottom half is that pitch wide to Magana, 1-0. That one over the head of Magana, 2-0. Collins trying to find the strike zone here. Behind 2-0. Just misses, 3-0. Reichman in the on-deck circle. For Sedgwick County, Colorado. 3-0 count here. Collins takes him off of it, gets a foul ball back. See if he can battle back the way he did just a few moments ago on Claire to start the inning. Brecken at 85 pitches. That's a career high already for him. He was a relief guy most of last year. The 3-1, got a strike, full count. They may be finished after this inning potentially, but this would be a good way to go out. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Collins gets his 8th strikeout and ends the inning with no damage done. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. And it's a 5-4 lead for MSP going to the bottom of the 4th. Back after this.
Nebraska Harvest Center, Nebraska's exclusive Kloss dealership, is redefining the future of farming. Join us as a resident service technician and receive a $5,000 signing bonus, competitive wages, and premium free family health care. Are you ready to work on the most advanced agricultural machinery? Take the leap towards a brighter future. Become part of our success story today. Nebraska Harvest Center, driving innovation in agriculture. Visit us at nebharv.com.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
When it comes time to honor the life of your loved one, it's all about the relationship. Adams and Swanson Funeral Home will help you celebrate that bond with assisting you and your family with all services, ceremonies, grief support, and pre-planning. Learn more by visiting adamswanson.com or by calling 532-2044.
Are you in need of farm or ranch management or considering a sale of your ag real estate? Turn to the professionals at HD Management. Contact Kurt Pieper, Hank Nicely, or Justin Pieper with HD Management. That's HD Management, your professionals in ag real estate. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and we've got a pitching change for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Roman Kirk takes over. Tate Rehnquist moves back to first base. Those two flip spots, and the right-hander Roman Kirk takes over. Number 13, a junior. Kirk made his 4th appearance of the year. 2-1 record so far through 3 appearances, 2 starts. Kirk 11 1/3 innings. Him and Rehnquist had pitched about 2/3 of the innings for this team so far this year. Kirk's given up 13 hits, 16 runs, 9 earned. A good strikeout to walk ratio, 17-5. And through 11 1/3 innings, an ERA of 5.56 for Roman Kirk as he takes over here in the bottom of the 4th with a 5-4 deficit, and he'll face the top of the order, 1, 2, 3 for MSP. Offenses have stalled out since that big 2nd inning for MSP. So they put 5 runs up in the 2nd. Nobody's scored since then. See if MSP can get the bats going again. Xavier Pieper, he has reached on a ground ball and an error twice so far today. Xavier came in with a 2-for-5 start to the year. So Kirk, right-hander, first pitch delivering, and there inside corner, strike 1 to Xavier Pieper. MSP trying to add to their 5-4 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Trying to get first win of the year. Kirk with the 0-1. Kicks and delivers. Foul ball back 0-2 on Pieper. Braithwaite due up. Jones behind him. Isaac Irish. If anybody gets on base, Braithwaite and Jones both with a hit. That pitch goes over the head of Pieper. Took an easy one to watch that one. 1-2. Ball on 2 strikes to Xavier Pieper. Off speed, he'll turn and take that one square in the back. So Kirk, a hit by pitch after he had worked ahead 0-2. First hit batter by a Sedgwick County, Colorado pitcher. And Xavier Pieper plunked for the first time this year. gets on base. I'll bring up Jackson Braithwaite now for MSP. For Kirk, his third hit batter of the year. Braithwaite, a ground out and a single, 1 for 2. Shallow pop to right. Back in that second inning. Throw over to first. Pieper back in there safely. Braithwaite 2 for 7 on the year so far. Kirk delivers, runner on the move, a bunt in the air, caught by the kid. No, he dropped it. Ooh, Claire dropped it. That'd have been a disaster for MSP. Pieper will be able to come back to first. Braithwaite popped that one in the air to the right in foul territory. It'll fall safely as Claire couldn't quite haul it in. And a break for MSP here. See if they can use it. Braithwaite back in. See if they try to lay down the same thing. And a stare down back to Pieper. Huskers and Creighton 6-4 in the going to the bottom of the 8th. Creighton with the lead. Game moved up due to weather. Here's a bunt attempt right back to Kirk. He'll scoop it, have the only play at first, throw it a little high, still get the out throw. They'll throw to third then, and sliding in safely is Pieper. The throw too high. Pieper will come home to score. So Braithwaite with a successful sack bunt that advanced the base runner to third base. I mean, he went first to third, and then the throw, it really didn't need to be thrown to third. It wasn't going to get him. That was a pretty aggressive throw, but also aggressive base running that prompted the throw, and MSP now nobody on, but a 6-4 lead. And one away on the sack bunt. So nobody on for Colt Jones. Steps in, takes ball 1. Cole's reached on an air single. 6-4 MSP. Now Cole will try to get the work going again. Here he'll take one, just missing from Kirk 2-0. Kirk in relief of Tate Rehnquist, who got the start today. A 2-0. Hit foul ball, right side, coming over is Rehnquist. He'll have a play on this. He'll collect it. On the right side, and a foul out for Cole Jones. Puts 2 away in the MSP 4. And it'll be up to Isaac Irish to extend the inning. Isaac today reached on a drop third strike that started the second inning run. He has also walked today. So an 0 for 1 day for Isaac. Here, grounds one to the shortstop Magana, who gloves it. Throw is slow, but not in time. He put a lobber. Magana really didn't want to throw an error, which understandably so. That's been a tough throw today. But boy, that was a rainbow, and Isaac Irish beat it out for an infield single, and he's a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the 4th now for Braxton Richards. Richards has struck out twice today. See if they try to move along Isaac Irish. He's right away on the move. This one lined into left field. This is over the left fielder, Foster. Isaac Irish is going to come home on a double by Braxton Richards. That'll make it 7-4. Richards being waved around second. Relay throw going in. Richards gets down, and he'll come in with a triple. Good for Braxton Richards, the senior. He gets his first career triple. And I think his first career extra base hit. And that makes it 7-4. Outfield was playing in pretty shallow. Foster in left was just way too shallow as Richards drove that over him, and Isaac Irish scores 7-4 MSP with the base runner now at third for Brecken Collins. And he'll pop one into right field. Reichman coming over. Center fielder charging. Reichman can't get it. It falls safely. Collins will be safe. And coming home to score. Now Collins on the throw is going to get to second. And that'll make it 8-4. So MSP drives in a run there. That time it was, I thought Glendy had that in center. But Reichman was playing it, and he overran it. And then Collins on the throw in gets to second, and MSP's made it 8-4 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning now for Flock. With the runner still at second base now. And Flock trying to end his 0 for 2 today. Couple strikeouts. Kirk delivers well low, bounced in. Collins on to third. Standing up. MSP's been aggressive on the base paths, and that has helped them. Sometimes you make the other team make a play. The 1-0 count on Flock. Kirk delivers. Missing it, 2-0. I'll go back to the days of probably 4 or 5 years ago when Legion Baseball for North Platte made state, and Ricky Holmes' mentality was sometimes the other team has to make a throw, and sometimes under pressure, that's hard to do. The 2-0 popped up. This is in play. Kirk, the catcher or pitcher, calls everybody up, but it falls out of his glove. Collins will reach safely, and well, that is the day here for Sedgwick County. I mean, both teams really, but that one was pretty, that was a tough one for Kirk because that was just skied in the air. And it just popped out of his glove. He was right underneath it. So Collins scores to make it 9-4. Now a base runner on first base. And another reach on air, and now Charter steps in. Levi Charter, who has gotten a hit and popped out. And Kirk's got to feel a little frustrated here now. He's got to go back to work on the mound after missing that one. So Flock on first base. And a 9-4 lead for MSP here at the bottom of the 4th. The pitch, Nubber to the shortstop. Cut off. Well, the shortstop gets it, but he won't have a play at first. And on to third base. Good heady play by Flock. It looked like Graham was going to cut that off. He did not. Magana didn't really put a hard charge on it either. And MSP's got runners now at the corners, and a heady play by Flock to just go to third. He knew nobody was over there. And a runner at first for Charter. Colton Ingold will run. So runners at the corners now for Javen Westcote, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. 9-4 MSP. Base runner stared back to first, but well, what a turn on this game in this inning. Pitch home. Westcote looks outside, 1-0. This game has changed big time in this inning with 4 home. I'm going to look back, not a lot of hits. Although the Braxton Richards triple certainly stands out. 1-0 count to Westcote. He'll take 2-0. That might be the methodology here. Look for strikes first. Kirk looks to first, looks to third. Now we'll throw to first. Pickoff attempt not in time. Back in is Ingold. That throw gets through the glove of Kirk, but not far away that MSP could advance. Kirk will collect it. Climb the mound and face Westcote here, bottom of the order. Top of the order waits in the on-deck circle who started this inning. Two balls, no strikes to Westcote. Runner on the move. Pitch high. Advancing to second via defensive indifference is Ingold. And MSP's got runners at second and third now with a 3-0 count for Ingold in the top of the order waiting. For Westcote, excuse me. The pitch. Ball 4 well wide, and bases are loaded now for MSP via the walk drawn by Westcote. Time called by the catcher Claire to come out and chat with Kirk. Boy, this inning has seen it all. Started off with Pieper getting hit by a pitch who's coming up to bat. Braithwaite sack bunted, and error got Pieper home. Then Jones popped out on the first base line, and that with nobody on, you thought 2 outs. This inning's probably not going anywhere. Isaac Ivers singled. Braxton Richards tripled. Brecken Collins singled. Flock hit a pop fly that reached on an error. Charter singled, and now a Westcote walk. And Xavier Pieper can blow this game open a little bit here. Xavier today, 0 for 2. Reached on an error twice and was hit by a pitch to start this inning. Takes strike 1 from Roman Kirk. Pieper came in as the lead batter on the season so far this year. The 0-1, foul back, 0-2. He's looking for his first run batted in of the year.
He was right on that one, Tanner.
See if he sees another one that he can tee off on. He has scored 2 runs today, but an opportunity here to come up with a big hit. Bases loaded, 2 outs, an 0-2 count. In the bottom of the 4th inning, MSP up 9-4. Here's the delivery. Off speed, taking over his head, 1-2. And this is exactly how this AB started to start off this inning. He got down 0-2, took a high pitch, and then took a pitch to his back. Kirk's 1-2. Ground ball, shortstop Magana, gloves, throw to first is bounced in time, though. Big out for Roman Kirk. Keeps it a 9-4 ball game with bases loaded, but damage done for MSP. They get 4 runs off 4 hits. There were 2 errors, 3 left on base. 9-4 MSP over Sedgwick County, going to the 5th next on Husker Radio.
When injury or trouble finds you, what do you look for in a lawyer? How about someone with over 30 years experience handling civil lawsuits and criminal cases right here in western Nebraska? How about someone who doesn't charge you for every stamp and envelope or bill you for every fraction of an hour spent working on your case? How about someone who will actually talk with you and meet with you about your case? You can have all that by calling me, Marty Trushinsky, at 534-4837.
You're hungry and you don't want to cook. Time for Dave's.
You know how it goes. It's 6 p.m. already and nothing's planned for dinner. Let Dave's Place take care of it. With dine-in and carry-out, your family's meal is taken care of.
And Dave's Place has the big game on.
A family atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch all the matchups you want. With homemade pizza, wings of almost any flavor, and nightly drink specials, Dave's Place won't let you down for dinner.
Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street, North Platte, or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Change your home, change your life with Mortimer Construction. From remodels to new builds, roofing to flooring, we do it all at unbeatable prices. Visit MortimerConstruction.net. Good luck to tonight's athletes. Keep up the hard work.
If you need a thicker, greener, less troublesome lawn, call Jorgensen's Lawn Service, 368-4000. With fertilizer, iron, weed, and insect control, Jorgensen's proudly serves the entire area. Call today for a free estimate, 368-4000. Tanner Struckman, Corey Anderson back at Billwood Field. MSP leading 9-4. Hits are the same, 9-4. Errors 6-5. MSP with 6. And Brecken Collins back on the mound for his 5th inning of work. He's already put up a career day in strikeouts, pitch count. He'll go to work here against Reichman, who just gets a piece of it. Foul ball over to Coach Braithwaite. And an 0-1 count. Coach Braithwaite will one-hop that back to Collins. Someone's got to give him grief for that. Please get that to him from me. Goodness. Coach. It's the 0-1. That's a strike. Collins looking strong to start off the 5th. Ahead in the count 0-2. Facing the middle part of the order, Reichman, Levenberg, and Glendy, 5, 6, 7. The 0-2. Ground ball. This one charging his Flock at 3rd. Gloves it on the infield grass. Throws to 1st. With a nice reach from Braxton Richards, collects it, 5-3, 1 away. And those are the plays that you just you want to make. Routine, but they've not been anything but today with 11 errors combined. And that'll bring up Braxton Levenberg today. Levenberg has not recorded an at-bat, walked and been hit by a pitch. He came in just 1 for 10. He holds at that right now. Collins issues strike one right away. Collins, 91 pitches. Mentioned that's a career high for Brecken. He threw 35 in his season opener. Ground ball. This one again to Flock. Charges, same play, throws to first perfectly. And Griffin Flock, back-to-back plays at third base, creates 2 outs. Credit to Griffin there. Hadn't seen a whole lot of action at third base today. Records 2 up, 2 down. The previous high for Brecken was his innings he pitched against Malcolm in the district tournament. There's a swinging strike to Glendy. He pitched 77 in that one. Here's a foul ball right side out of play, 0-2. Head on the count on Glendy. So 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Collins could come out for a 6th if he can get this one done quickly, and he's a strike away from that. The 0-2 misses that one low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Same MSP 9-4. Sedgwick County's not scored since the 2nd inning. That one's low again, 2-2. Collins nearing 100. The 2-2, and he's lost 3 straight low to Glendy, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Collins, the 3-2 pitch. Got a ground ball. This one charging his shortstop Isaac Irish, looking for the 6-3. Got it! 3 ground out putouts for MSP defensively, and a 1-2-3 inning worked by Brecken, Collins, and company. We go to the bottom of the 5th. MSP leading 9-4 over Sedgwick County, Colorado.
Hi, this is Jordan Mawson with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. I know that selling the family farm or ranch can be a very tough and emotional decision. Many years of blood, sweat, and tears go into taking care of your family's legacy. Should the time come to make that big decision to sell, you need a professional who understands the farm and ranch real estate market and can help you make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime decision. If you're thinking of selling your farm or ranch property in Nebraska, call me, Jordan Mawson, or check out my agent page at lashleyland.com.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Ollie, you need to clean up your fishing and hunting gear. It's everywhere.
I'm out of room. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Get some storage at Another Storage. They have sizes for everything.
I already have some there.
Well, get another. Another Storage, 532-1332.
Back here on HuskerRadio.com, Tanner Struckman, Corey Anderson. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. MSP leading Sedgwick County, Colorado by a score of 9-4 here from Billwood Field. Husker baseball over on KODY. They played an early game against Creighton, moved up, and they trail 6-5 in the top of the 9th with 1 out, one on, nobody out for Creighton. So that's a tight one there in Lincoln. Huskers and the Blue Jays after the Nebraska won the series over Oregon State over the weekend. 5th-ranked Oregon State Beavers trying to keep that momentum against the in-state rival in Creighton. Here, MSP leading 9-4, 2 up, 2-3-4. Jackson Braithwaite leads it off as Roman Kirk issues a strike one swinging from Braithwaite, 0-1. Jackson today ground out a single and a sac bunt. His single to right field. The 0-1, that's well high, 1-1. MSP at the plate today. 9 hits in this part of the order. Next 5 have all gotten hits, actually. All but 3 in the lineup have a hit today. There's a swinging strike from Braithwaite. He's down 1-2. Two hits on the season for Jackson. Kirk ahead in the count, 1-2. And he'll issue that one high, 2-2. Roman Kirk coming in for Tate Rehnquist, who took his spot at first base. Who got the start today, and mixed bag for him today. Braithwaite sees it high, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count here for Jackson Braithwaite to lead off the inning. The 3-2, ball 4 outside. He'll draw a leadoff walk. So Jackson Braithwaite gets on here in the bottom of the 5th. Boy, MSP's not gone quiet hardly at all in this game. And we'll see Cole Jones step in. Cole, reach on an error single and a pop out. He fouled out his last time up. Here he steps in with Braithwaite on first base. The pitch home. Low ball 1 from Kirk. Kirk at 31 pitches. One-0 count. Pitch to Jones, well high. Snap throw to first, back in his Braithwaite, 2-0. MSP trying to get their first one of the year. Came in 0-2. Pair of 10-0 losses in Lincoln 2 Saturdays ago. Throw to first, back in. Sliding safely is Jackson Braithwaite. Pitch home, well high to Jones, who didn't even take the bat off his shoulder. 3-0 now. Mentioned Rehnquist to start 3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, none of them earned. 3-0 here from Kirk now. Ripped to center field, right to Glendy though, barely has to move. And he'll collect the out, back to first goes Braithwaite. It's been a tough day recording outs. That one, Glendy was able to pretty much settle underneath it, record the out one away here in the 5th. Rehnquist finished with 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Kirk's 4 runs given up, 3 earned in his inning and a third so far. And here's now Isaac Irish. Throw to first, Braithwaite back in, sliding safely. Isaac Irish reached on a drop third strike. Started off that run in the 2nd inning. He walked and singled last time up. A 1 for 2 today. Runner on the move, foul ball, bring him back. And the youngsters go grab that. That's gotta be a peeper. And if it's a youngster in the crowd, there's a good chance it's a peeper. There's a few of them. 0-1 count here for Isaac Irish, the senior. Runner at first, 1 away. Bottom of the 5th, MSP trying to add to it. Pitch high, throw down to second is, well, shortstop well behind the bag. 1-1 count on the stolen bag for Jackson Braithwaite here today. MSP's been aggressive. That is the 7th stolen base of the ball game for MSP. And now a 1-1 count with the runner in scoring position on it for Isaac Irish. Kirk will kick home and drop in a strike. Ahead in the count, 1-2. MSP's done 2 out work most of this game. It's Kirk gonna stare Braithwaite back with a slight jog to second base. The 1-2. Irish will just softly hit on. Good grab by Kirk. He'll reach out, glove it, and record the out at first base. Roman Kirk with a nice play off the mound. Braithwaite does advance to third, but there's 2 away. And now Braxton Richards, who had the monster hit his last time up. The first triple of the year for MSP. Driving in a run, his first RBI of the year. And here he steps in with the runner at third. Try to drive in another one. 9-4 MSP. And again, a lot of their work's done with 2 outs today. This one's popped up, skied to left field. Foster racing over, it's drifting foul. Foster will not get it. Can't glove it. He was there, couldn't haul it in, and MSP, Braxton Richards gets second life on foul ball that falls. So Richards will try to straighten it out here and tee off on it. His other 2 ABs were strikeouts. Kirk and Braithwaite doing a little dance. Now Kirk comes set with the 0-1. Richards looks, called strike 2. Kirk's worked ahead in this inning. 9-4, MSP, bottom of the 5th. Braxton Brecken Collins technically could come out for the 6th. I'd be surprised if he did. The 0-2, swung on and missed. And Richards will strike out for the 3rd time today. No damage done for MSP. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We've played 5. MSP 9, Sedgwick County, Colorado 4. You're listening to MSP Baseball.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Lincoln County Feed Yard reminds you, when it's time to eat Nebraska beef. Real food for real people. It's pro-America and pro-Nebraska. The Lincoln County Feed Yard is a proud supporter of the North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics. Eat beef tonight and go Irish.
Heading out of town for the weekend or just want your dog to play for a while? Pawsapalooza is your pup's place. Pawsapalooza, owned by Patrick and Rosie O'Neill, is a first-class pet boarding and daycare facility for your pooch. With day camp available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., trust your dog with them. Full or half days available, along with overnight boarding. Located at 663 Halligan Drive in North Platte, Pawsapalooza, your pet's happy place. Find them on Facebook.
Back here on HuskerRadio.com as we go to the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for MSP is Griffin Flock. Flock will make his 2nd appearance of 2025, taking over for Brecken Collins. Collins closing out the ball game here today. His final line, 5 innings, 98 pitches, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He struck out a career-high 8 and walked 3. Terrific game for Brecken Collins. Griffin Flock now takes over on the mound. Griffin, with 1 appearance, 2/3 of an innings 2 Saturdays ago. Recorded 2 outs, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. So it was a very short outing for him. He comes in here in the top of the 6th inning, and he will face, in the inning, 8-9-1. Due up for Sedgwick County, Colorado. So Flock staring down Graham. First pitch comes in, strike 1. In the number 25, Ray Graham, a junior. Graham today, a strikeout and a reach on air. And Flock misses out 1-1. Flock was the 3rd baseman. Isaac Irish has occupied that. Cole Jones comes from center to short. Brecken Collins back at center now. The 1-1, that's a strike from Flock. 1-2. Griffin. Nice addition to this pitching staff here. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He'll get a strikeout. So 1 away here for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Bring up bottom of the order in Jace Foster. Foster has struck out twice. Boy, if you're Flock, you'd love to get that 2nd out before the top of the order comes around. He'll start off to Foster with the ball 1. Huskers down 9-5 going into the bottom of the 9th. They gave up 3 runs to Creighton in the top half. Flock just misses low, 2-0. To Foster here for Griffin Flock. MSP up 9-4. There's a soft swing, foul ball back, 2-1. Clare in the on-deck circle, he's got a hit. Rehnquist has 2 hits. Kirk has a hit. That's where all their hits have come, the top 3 in the lineup. It's really been errors for MSP that's killed him, and that one's going to come in and hit Foster, so he gets hit by a pitch. First one for Flock this year. 1 out base runner here, and the top of the order does come on up. And Josh Clare. Clare, a single and a pair of strikeouts today. 1 for 3. Hits have been tough to come by for this Sedgwick County team as Clare reaches for that one and comes up empty, strike 1. I'd venture to say most of them came early. They got 3 straight singles to start the game back in the first inning. As this one's hit to the third baseman. Nice glove by as the guy restored to first. He caught it, and then he throws to first for the double up. Back in safely. Nice play by Foster to get back. Isaac with a great snag at third. Records the second out on a line out and nearly got the double up to end the inning. Had a good throw, but a smart play by Foster to get back. Now there's 2 away for Rehnquist. That's a loud second out for Irish at third base. Rehnquist a 2-hit day. Swings and misses, strike 1 to the lefty. Flock trying to get out of this 6th inning. It's a ground ball to right field. That'll be a base hit. Rehnquist, they might have a play at second, though. The throw comes in wide and backed up, but not till it gets into left field, but not everybody is going to hold. It is a single for Rehnquist, his 3rd hit of the day. And now runners at first and second. But 2 outs. See if Flock can close this door. That is the 5th hit of the ball game is all for Sedgwick County, Colorado. First pitch home. Kirk sees it, strike 1. A good start from Flock on every one of them. He's been starting with strikes. Kirk 1 for 3. Does have the only run driven in. Pitch popped up center field. Brecken Collins settling under it. And the sophomore gloves it for the 3rd and final out. Good inning pitched by Griffin Flock. And MSP gets out of the 6th inning unscathed. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 left on base. Bottom of the 6th we go. MSP looks for insurance runs when we return on Husker Radio.
CT Computer Services in North Platte is your one-stop computer shop, offering PC and Mac repair, in-shop, on-site, and remote services available for your home or business. And they also offer PC sales and service of major brands like Dell, new and refurbished units in stock, and even custom-built PCs. Prices for every budget starting at less than $300. CT Computer Services at Phillips and Willow in North Platte. Call 534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys.
Are you tired of gathering that same old bull off the neighbors? Or maybe you can't even enjoy some privacy in your own backyard? You need to call Lazy TS Custom Fencing of North Platte. We offer barbed wire fencing, continuous fencing, privacy fence, chain link fence, tank setting, snow removal, and any skid loader service required. Lazy TS Custom Fencing, 308-539-9579, and go Irish.
Back here on HuskerRadio.com, Tanner Strunkman with you here. Corey Anderson from Billwood Field. Go to the bottom of the 6th. MSP leading 9-4. It's a final for the Huskers. They fall to Creighton 9-5. Big Red fall at home, dropping the first game against the Creighton Blue Jays there. Here, MSP 9-4. They will look for insurance runs here on the bottom of the 6th. Due up is 6, 7, 8. Collins, Flock, and Charter. What a fine job by Griffin Flock in that inning on the mound. And now The two pitchers for MSP will start off this inning, facing Roman Kirk, who's out there for his third inning of work in relief of Rehnquist. Kirk's given up 4 runs, 3 of them earned, but he was able to put a 0 up. Errors have played a huge factor in this game. 6 for MSP, 5 for Sedgwick County, Colorado. The runs, out of the 5 runs for the Cougars, 3 are earned. Out of the 9 runs for MSP, 3 are earned. So you take all that away, it's a 3-3 game. Brecken Collins to lead off this inning for MSP. He's got a pair of singles, 2 for 2 today with a walk. And with what he's done on the mound, he stands to get some post-game accolades here. We'll see if he can start off the bottom of the 6th. Try to add to a 9-4 lead here. Kirk comes set, issues the first pitch, and Collins chases after that one, strike 1. Clare catching, Rehnquist at first, Levenberg at second, Magana at short, and Graham at third for the Cougars. On a cloudy day at Billwood Field, that pitch wide, ball 1. Foster, Glendy, Reichman left to right in the outfield. Lights have come on.
They've been on, Tanner.
Have they been on all day?
They have.
Okay.
Since we arrived.
1-1 count here to Collins. Taken low. Clare trying to hold it for good measure, but it stays as a ball, 2-1. Kirk's 2-1 to Collins. In there for a strike, even count. Pieper and Flock are the only 2 that haven't gotten a hit for MSP in the lineup. Otherwise, it's been pretty balanced. This one is an out for Brecken Collins. He'll go down swinging. And there's now 1 away in the MSP 6th inning. See if Griffin Flock can get a hit. 0 for 3 day for Griffin. He did reach on an error, but he's also struck out twice. Flock looking for his first hit of the year. Officially 0 for 6 to start the year. First pitch home to him. Well high, ball 1 from Kirk. He pitched 1 inning last inning for Collins, who went 5 innings strong, 3 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and 98 pitches. Career day from him. The 1-0 taken, 1-1. Hit the outside corner from Roman Kirk. MSP back in action. A week from today, they'll go to Holdridge. And then a home game against Aurora later in the week. The 1-1 taken high, 2-1. Due up behind him is, for MSP, Levi Charter and Westcote in the bottom of the order if anybody gets on base. Here's the 2-1 to Flock. He'll swing and miss. Mistime that one, 2-2 count. Bottom of the 6th here. The lineup for Sedgwick County in the 7th. That 2-2 is well high. Will be 4, 5, 6, Magana, Reichman, Levenberg. So you got through the meat of the order last inning. Middle part of the order in the 7th. The 3-2, Flock got a foul ball back. Stay alive, we'll do it again. Well, good decision to play today. The rain held off. 3-2 to Flock here. Swing and a miss. And Kirk able to get back-to-back strikeouts here in the inning. And actually 3 in a row if you go back to the end of the 5th inning. Now there's 2 down for MSP now. Final opportunity in the inning will be Levi Charter. Charter today with a pair of hits and a pop out. He's got a 2 for 3 day. His first hits of the year. He's enjoyed his home opener. See if he can get a 3-hit day. He'll foul one right side out of play, 0-1.
And another peeper gives chase.
He's got some competition this time, but
got a girl after him.
She read it better. I think she got it. She did. Robbed him. No balls and a strike here on Levi Charter here in the bottom of the sixth inning. MSP up 9-4. The pitch. Off speed missing, high 1-1 to Charter. Charter back in with a 1-1 count. The pitch home. Ground ball. This one to the shortstop. Magana can't glove it. Charter will reach. A reach on air on Magana puts a 2-out base runner for MSP. And it'll give Javen Westcote an opportunity to do something. Ingold will come in to run for Charter as he's done all day. And we'll see if Ingold can add to his 1 for 2 day. A run batted in, a walk, a strikeout, and a single. He's kind of had it all. 9-4 MSP. First pitch home, foul back into the net. 0-1 on Westcote. Westcote got his second hit of the year. He's now 2 for 6 on the year. First run batted in, first run scored by MSP of the year. They lost 10-0 twice. That pitch high, throw down to second on the steal attempt is close. Safe though, sliding under. Pitch throw down was a little high. And so Ingold gets a stolen bag. You go back to that first inning and you thought after the disaster of the first inning on the base pass, MSP wouldn't be running a lot. Yeah, it's changed. 8 stolen bases now. And a 1-1 count now on Westcote. Kirk delivers well high again, 2-1. (9-4) MSP, bottom of the 6th. Kick and delivery. That's low. Got away from the catcher. Ingold recognizes that. Gets to third. Didn't get away far, but far enough. And Ingold advances on the pass ball. And MSP's got a base runner now at third base with a 3-1 count on Westcote. Now the 3-1. Ground ball. This one to the third baseman. He doesn't gov it cleanly. His throw to first won't be in time. And coming home to score is Ingold for MSP. They make a 10-4 lead. And it is MSP now 10-4. And Xavier Pieper coming around here to bat again for MSP, trying to add insurance runs for the top of the 7th. Pieper reached on an error twice, was hit by a pitch, and is grounded out. Has not joined the hit parade today. That pitch wide, ball 1. I believe that is Foster at third base. Him and Graham have switched. Graham's in left field, I believe, and Foster is at third. 1-0 count to Pieper here with 2 down. He'll foul on right side, giving chases Rehnquist. Hat turned backwards and couldn't catch it. If he caught that, I was going to say that's impressive because he flipped the hat around mid-run. Good effort, but it falls safely. 1-1 count. So back in is Pieper with a 1-1 count, 2 down. Another 2-out run scoring there. Make it 10-4 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-1 delivery, high, 2-1. Kirk's at 64 pitches. Been a day for him, too. Two balls and a strike to Pieper. Takes it high, 3-1. Pieper back in. 3-1 count, bottom of the 6th. 10-4 MSP. Runner at first is Westcote. The pitch, swing and a miss. That would have been ball 4. Full count instead. Xavier's trying to join this hit parade for MSP. A full count from Kirk coming, trying to end the inning. Pitch, well high, ball 4. So Kirk back-to-back walks after back-to-back strikeouts. 2 aboard for MSP. Now for Jackson Braithwaite. Braithwaite, 1 for 2 today. A ground out. 1 for 2. Does have a single and a sac bunt. Runners first and second. He'll line one right center. Tough play. Glendy coming over. Can't glove it. It's going to fall. Rounding home and scoring is Westcote. Pieper coming home. Braithwaite gonna hold up at second base. Give him a double. And MSP's grabbed a 12-4 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Jackson put a good ride on that one. Right off the bat, I thought that was going to be tough. And then Glendy, he got a good jump on it. He was close to it. Just couldn't quite get to it, and it's a 2-out double and 2 more 2-out runs for MSP. They've made it 12-4 now, and Cole Jones steps in. Cole's got a hit today, 1 for 4. Kirk's pitch home, low bounced in, ball 1. Braithwaite advancing to third on the drop, gets into left field. Braithwaite's going to come home to score. 13-4 MSP here in the 6th. He steals third, and then the throw from Claire. Error, going to score him to make it 13-4 MSP here in the bottom of the 6th. And again, with 2 outs. Kirk throwing home to make sure he tagged home. He did. And now Cole Jones with a 1-0 count. Bags erased. And a 13-4 lead. So Jones digs back in. The 1-0 count. Number right back to Kirk. He'll glove it. He'll throw to first and record the final out of the bottom of the 6th inning. MSP adds to the damage, though, in the inning. They had 4 more runs off 2 hits, 2 errors, nobody left on base. MSP 13, Sedgwick County, Colorado 4. We go to the 7th next on Husker Radio.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Pathology Services now offers Save a Fortune cookies to all patients who see healthcare providers with offices in North Platte. All patients have the federally guaranteed right to choose which lab performs their blood draws and lab tests. Simply tell your local provider you want your lab tests performed at Pathology Services and save a fortune on lab tests.
Pathology Services inside the North Platte Health Pavilion or at the Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte.
If it's party time, plan your next occasion at Occasions. Right next to the lake, Occasions can host your next gathering, meeting, party, or simply a get-together. With a full kitchen and outdoor patio, plus tables and chairs. Call Mike to book at 227-2602. Occasions of North Platte.
CT Computer Services on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays, where all in-shop services are half price. At CT Computer Services, technology solved as we go to the top of the 7th. MSP with the lead here over Sedgwick County, Colorado, 13-4. They'll try to close it down here in the top of the 7th. A change in right field. Michael Lesmus, the freshman, has taken over in right field. And due up here for Sedgwick County, Colorado. First pitch, a ground ball, softly hit. Braithwaite gets it at second, throws to first in time. Got him. Able to get out Magana on a 2-4 putout. Braithwaite died on the infield grass. Had a long charge to glove that and beat out Magana at first. And now Reichman due up, Lovenberg behind him. Flock out there for his second inning, issues high, ball 1. Griffin Flock in relief of the starter today. Brecken Collins is able to shut down Sedgwick County, Colorado in the 6th inning. Missing there 2-0 to Reichman. Reichman 0 for 3, strikeout and a pair of groundouts. Pitch home, and that hits him in the arm. So a hit by pitch puts a 1-out base runner here in the 7th. And is going to bring up, I believe, a pinch hitter here. Number 26, Kenyon Lovenberg, a freshman. Comes in for the first time. He's 0 for 4 on the year. Base runner on first base. Flock, first pitch. High ball 1. MSP, a week off till next Tuesday when they'll go to Holdridge. That pitch missing in tight, 2-0 to Lovenberg. 13-4 MSP, looking for their first win of the year. The 2-0 bounces in, good stop by Charter, 3-0. Runners looking to advance now. Charter throws down to second. Right there is Cole Jones for the tag and got him. Reichman just not a great decision on the timing when he took off. He hesitated, and good throw down by Charter. Now 2 away and nobody on base. And a 3-0 count Lovenberg takes, and he'll get ball 4. He'll draw his second walk of the year. And another 1-out or 2-out base runner now for Sedgwick County, Colorado. Brings up Glendy. Legion Glendy, who is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout and a ground out. Oh, a courtesy runner at first base for Lovenberg, number 12, that's Lovenberg. Braxton coming in for Canyon. And now Glendy stepping in with 2 away. First pitch, taken low, ball 1 from Flock. MSP 13-4 here at Bill Wood Field. Flock's 1-0, ripped and missed it, 1-1. Flock with a 1-1 count on Glendy. Swing and a miss, and he's down, got him down to their final strike here. Flock will try to end this one here in the top of the 7th. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He'll get the strikeout, and that'll put this one in the books. MSP gets their first win of the season here over Sedgwick County, Colorado. MSP now 1-2 on the year. We'll begin our postgame when we return here on Husker Radio as MSP picks up the win 13-4.
Have you heard the news? Enrollment is up at North Platte Catholic Schools, and we're excited to keep growing. I'm Enrollment Director Gwen Covey, inviting you to see what the buzz is all about. Join us and experience the difference a faith-filled education can make for your child. We're proud of our caring teachers, challenging curriculum, commitment to service, and daily focus on faith. And education at NPCS is an investment you won't regret. Call today to schedule a tour, 532-1874.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm, so tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. And you can choose between 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition, equipped for ultimate backwood adventures. Get greater capability. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at Budke Power Sports off I-80 under the Big Red Roof, North Platte. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides for riders 16 and older.
Welcome back to Billwood Field here on HuskerRadio.com. Tanner Struckman, Corey Anderson, a final here. MSP picks up the win 13-4 over Sedgwick County, Colorado. MSP improves to 1-2 on the year. Sedgwick County drops to 4-3. Your postgame brought to you by Quick Stop, just around every corner. Fast, easy, and convenient. 6 locations throughout North Platte. Also locations in Ogallala, Hershey, Grant, and Imperial. On the road to everywhere, it is Quick Stop. Rough start for MSP. They got down 4-0 before the bottom of the second inning, and really a pretty sloppy start for MSP. But a 5 spot in the second inning. They added 4 in the fourth, 4 more in the sixth, and it was a sloppy game all game, Corey. 13 errors between the two teams, some running mistakes on the base pass, but, you know, some of those errors prompted by aggressive play, aggressive base running, putting the ball in play. You still get, you don't get an error unless you put the other team in a position to make a mistake.
They did a good job of that. They extended innings wonderfully, especially in the second and the fourth, and took full advantage of the errors that they were really unforced for the most part. A lot of balls in the air, and a lot of grounders under gloves and that sort of thing, and a lot of errant throws too. But the sign of a team that's getting better is a team that's able to take advantage of what the other team hands them, and Maxwell-St. Pat's did a very good job of that today.
Yeah, a lot of 2-out runs. I mean, I think they were telling us up here that I didn't go back and fact check it, but all but one were 2-out runs, and so that's you know, sometimes you think an inning's about over, and then it's not, and you got to get that third out, and Sedgwick County saw that come to fruition here today a bunch. MSP picks up the win again, 13-4. Postgame numbers brought to you by Condon Signs, North Platte's only locally owned full-service sign company. Condon Signs, creating custom monument signs, pylon signs, commercial awnings, and they'll service your existing sign quality and knowledge since 1991. Visit them on the corner of 8th and Vine or at condonsigns.com. MSP, 5 in the second, 4 in the fourth, 4 in the sixth, 13 runs off 11 hits. They did commit 6 errors. That's certainly an issue moving forward, but there's less costly, I guess, than Sedgwick County, Colorado's. Cougars put up 3 in the first, 1 in the second, nothing after that. Only 5 hits, and in fact, and 7 errors to conclude the box score. But go back to the start of this game, 3 straight singles off Brecken Collins to start the game. Only 2 hits after that for Sedgwick County, Colorado. So MSP pitching certainly settled down in that game. MSP, a hit from everybody but 2 in the lineup here today. A 2-hit day for Jackson Braithwaite. He drove in 3 runs. Cole Jones 1 for 5. Isaac Irish finishes 1 for 3. Braxton Richards 1 for 4 with the triple here today. Brecken Collins a 2 for 3 day. 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Griffin Flock 0 for 4. Xavier Pieper 0 for 3. Levi Charter a 2-hit day. Westcote a 2-hit day. He drove in 2 runs and scored 2 runs and drew a walk. Also a number to pass along. 4 stolen bases for Collins, 3 for Braithwaite, 1 for Ingold, 1 for Jones. That's 9 stolen bags in this ball game for MSP. Collins, 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He struck out a career-high 8, walked 3 on a career-high 98 pitches here today. Griffin Flock, final 2 innings, gave up just 1 hit, struck out 2. A fine job in relief for him. Meanwhile, for Sedgwick County, Colorado, 5 hits, 3 from Rehnquist, all singles, a hit from Clare and a hit from Kirk as well, but 10 strikeouts for the Cougars here today. Their starter, Rehnquist, went 3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, none of them earned. His ERA won't take a hit. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Kirk closes out the final 3 innings, giving up 6 hits, 8 runs, 3 of them earned, striking out 3 and walking 3. Sedgwick County, Colorado drops to 4-3. They are back in action now against Yuma, Colorado. They'll play a doubleheader with them later on this week. MSP improves to 1-2. They'll be back in action at Holdridge in 1 week from today, next Tuesday. Tentatively, we're planning on having that game for you. I've never done a game in Holdridge, so I'll have to make sure to be able to do it. And of course, weather pending. That goes without saying. If there's a good chance of rain, and I'm outside, probably not even going to try to do it, but if we can do it, we'll certainly do it for you next Tuesday night. Might see if we can get Coach here, but let's go and get the player of the game here. Brought to you by the Telecom Home Team, Allo Communications. Allo is taking tech to the next level with products and services that provide its fiber fans with an all-star experience. If you're ready to up your internet game, go to allocommunications.com and get Allo today. I think it's got to be Brecken Collins in this one. Brecken on the mound, what he did, a career-high 5 innings, 98 pitches, and 8 strikeouts. He also ended up with a 2-hit day, 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. So shout out to Brecken Collins. He's our Allo Fiber player of the game as MSP picks up the win here today by a score of 13-4. They'll have more home games, by the way, next week, a week from this. Get the schedule open here. They will play again next Friday on the 11th against Aurora for a single game. They'll also have Adams Central and North Platte later on in April as home games as well. They will have road games yet at Holdridge, as I mentioned, next Tuesday, and at Centennial at the end of the regular season. It's a pretty short schedule for MSP, so if you can come out and catch them, you certainly should. Final today, 13-4. MSP picks up the win over Sedgwick County, Colorado. Closing thoughts from you, Mr. Corey Anderson.
Well, first time doing spring baseball in my storied career. And I've done some Legion baseball over the years, but never spring baseball. You know, the errors are going to be there, and, you know, it was cold, so that promoted some of that too. But fun watching the kids out for spring sports, you know, and it's another option for those that maybe track isn't their thing. So I kind of like having another option, and these kids, you like the way they play. They go after it. They force the action, and that's something you enjoy as a sportscaster or as somebody sitting in the stands, for sure.
Yeah, and I can tell you, this is a team that has made strides from last year, and they didn't lose a whole lot. You knew they were going to bring back a lot, but tell you what, this is an improved team. Even with the errors today, it's an improved team hitting. I think it's an improved team pitching, and I think they're gonna have some games they'll be able to win yet this season. Again, your final here today, 13-4. We're gonna say so long here from Billwood Field as MSP picks up their first win of the year, 13-4. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again next Tuesday in Holdridge to bring you that one from Holdridge. I'm Tanner Struckman for Corey Anderson saying so long from Billwood Field. You've been listening to Maxwell-St. Pat's Baseball on Husker Radio.
This has been Maxwell-St. Pat's Baseball on Husker Radio. For a copy of today's game, call the station at 308-532-3344. This has been a Husker Radio production. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming, already in progress.